Alright, what is going on, everybody? What is up? Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to today's gameplay stream. I am Phil. I am. Yes. Welcome to today's gameplay stream. It's funny, I've had this sound effects box now for over 2 years. And I've consistently forgotten that I have it. And it sits on my table here, my desk in front of me. It's not really a desk, it's more of like a laptop table. And I never remember I have it. And then all of a sudden, every once in a while, I'll find it. And I'll be like, whoa. And I'll start using it again. So we'll see if I remember. We'll see if I remember today. Anyway, big day today, folks. Lots of stuff to talk about. Lots of, news. And stuff going on. All right. First of all, ladies and gents, welcome to today's gameplay stream. It is Super Mario Odyssey continuing on here. And it's my only gameplay stream for today. Later tonight, I have to go run my errands. I have found that running my errands in the middle of the week seems to be more successful than on the weekends, because on the weekends, typically there's more people who could turn out to watch streams, which I'm starting to learn now, folks. After doing this consistently for a year and adjusting and doing different things, I'm realizing, why am I going shopping for groceries and doing errands on the weekends when a lot of people, are out of school and work on the weekends and able to watch stuff more? So I figured that's why I changed up my schedule. Plus, there were a lot of new releases this year coming out on Fridays, and if the game's coming out on a Friday, people want to see it on the Saturday, right? And that's why I stopped doing it on Saturdays. So tonight I'm running errands, and because I'm running errands, it means I can't stream. Okay, so only one gameplay stream for today, everybody. It's going to be Mario, which is good. Super Mario Odyssey, a great game. Right now, where am I in the game? I am on a tropical island. I am shipwrecked. My ship does not work. I'm required to go find a ton of moons on this tropical island in order to get off the island and continue on to the next destination, which I believe is the city area. I'm not 100%, but I think they said that's where I was going when the ship got wrecked, crashed on this tropical island. So I think that's where I'll be going next. Okay. So, first off, everyone, that's today's agenda for gaming, all right? Tomorrow will be the return of Assassin's Creed Origins, as well as the conclusion of Wolfenstein 2. That's tomorrow's agenda. And then this Friday, we'll see. It depends on how things go. But what I'm thinking is, what I'd like to do is by this weekend have Sonic Forces return as a major stream. So maybe what I'll do Friday is like more Mario and Assassin's Creed. And then maybe Saturday will be Sonic Forces. We'll start up that playthrough. Well, not really start it up, but continue it, because I did start it on Monday. That's kind of what I'm thinking for the schedule, all right? I don't want to go too far into that. That's what I'm feeling right now. I think that'll work, but it could change on the fly during the week if anything happens, but I think that's what we're going to be doing, all right? FYI. So, that's number one. Number two, this morning, folks, we have a new emote for subscribers to the channel. It was actually this past weekend when I hit my new landmark most subs at once ever. It was 301. I hit 301 subscribers at once, okay? Now, listen, I know that this is going to drop for multiple reasons. Number one, because there's people who subscribe with Twitch Prime and they don't set it up for resub automatically. Number two, because I know it was late last month, October 20... what day was it? Shit. It was October 22nd. I did the special event for Twitch where I did the promotional stream to advertise extensions. And during that stream, I got some 40-plus new subscribers. I know a lot of those are going to fall off this month. So, sadly, I know it's going to be incredibly hard to ever maintain 300 subscribers. Now, I know that it is possible. And I think eventually I will get there. I just don't think it's going to happen soon. You know what I mean? Like, I think this was a thing where it was kind of just a bunch of circumstances happening together at once that allowed this to happen. And I think that naturally over time, the sub count will grow organically. Okay. So I think eventually we will get there. It's just we're not there to maintain that yet. Okay. So, ladies and gents, because we hit this large amount of subs over the weekend, all right, because of that, I was able to get a new emote. I hit the landmark amount of points, sub points that you need to get a new emote. And, you know, for a few days, stream chatters were chatting it up about what emote they would like to see. Once again, Popsicolo stepped up to the plate and designed, actually he designed a couple new emotes. I also will say thank you to Nick, because Nick did design one as well. So I was looking at all the different emotes that had been submitted, and I said, you know what? Out of all these, I like this one the best. Just my personal preference. I think this is one that people might sub to get as well. And so, ladies and gentlemen, here today on the stream, okay, is Darkside Pepe. Which is, if you want to do it, it's DSP Pepe is the command to do it. I'm sure people will be using it right now. Okay. Yes, in fact, Jim Bob just used it. So it's pretty cool. I want to say shout out to Popsicolo for making that. Okay. Now, here's the thing. If, folks, we hit the next sub landmark. What is the next sub landmark? The next sub landmark is 350 sub points. So roughly we need just under 350 subs total at once. Okay. Then I can add another emote. And I already have 2 submissions. One is me with this really, like, a face saying wrong. The other one is the actual text wrong. And people said they wanted a wrong emote. But being that I had 2 submissions, honestly, I didn't know which one was better. And this Darkside Pepe one is more original in my opinion. That's why I submitted this one for approval. All right. Okay. So, yes, pretty good. Very nice. I'm pleased with the new emote. I hope that maybe this might motivate some more people to sub who maybe haven't, because it is something different and new and interesting, right? Thank you to everyone who is a sub. Okay. Like I said, if I ever get up to the 350 sub points, we can add a new one. I don't know, how long that's going to take. Like I said, it's going to be tough for me to even get to a point where I know I can maintain 300 subs at once. So we'll see. What I'm actually thinking about, folks, this is the truth. And this is, again, I want to give a shout out to Nick, because Nick has been passing a lot of ideas by me, and some of them are pretty damn good in my opinion. He basically suggested that what I should do is with Patreon, I should mix it up. Instead of having Patreon tied in with these special event goals that I've been doing, what I should do is do goals or celebratory events based off of streaming. Make streaming the focus. Okay, so for example, if I can hit 300 consecutive subs by the end of the month, right? Not consecutive, but 300. What's the word I'm looking for? God, simultaneous. Simultaneous. If I can hit 300 simultaneous subs by a certain point, like the end of the month, then I do the special event that I'm planning as the event for the month. And then people who pledge to Patreon, like for say $5, are the people who will determine what games are played during that event or something like that, okay? So basically taking the Patreon-focused goals that I've been doing every month and changing it up, okay, so that it's more Twitch-focused to make the event happen, okay? But then those who want to have control over the event pledge to Patreon. Concurrent. Thank you, Kekken. Oh, my God. For the life of me, Kekken, I could not think of the friggin' word. I knew it started with a C, and I knew it was the same meaning as what I was saying. Concurrent subs. Yes. And also Nick said that too. Nick said that. Actually, Nick said it first. Yeah. So basically, those are, yeah, concurrent subs. So I'm thinking that's what I may do starting in 2018. I may change up the whole deal where it'll be the focus for fundraising and stuff like that is on Twitch, where I say, okay, we hit this many subs, we're going to do a celebratory event this month, and if you want to control that event or have a stake in it, you know, then pledge to my Patreon. That way it's not a big drive and grind for me to try to get people to pledge to Patreon when a lot of the action here, let's face it, is on Twitch. You know, I think more people would be more motivated to sub to Twitch than to pledge to Patreon if that were the case, okay? The problem there, though, and this is being honest with everyone, all right? The problem is that I only get 50% of the profit from a subscription here on Twitch, while I get like 90-something% of a pledge on Patreon. So, you see the difference here? if I convince people on Patreon to basically move over and sub on Twitch, that's great, and it'll help my streams. But at the same time, I may lose money, which is not good. That's the whole point of this, is to try to help out, right? To try to raise more. So I don't know. We're going to have to see. I got to think about this. I have to mull this over in my head and figure out exactly how I'm going to do this. Maybe what I'll do is I'll make it a stretch goal. Like, for example, we're going to do a celebratory event if I get 350 concurrent subs. So that way, if, at least I'm getting 50 new subs on top of what I've already reached. And therefore, boom, you know, I'm making some more. I don't know. I got to think about this, okay? And any of you who want to talk about it or, you know, discuss it, you know, feel free to send me your thoughts and email darksidephil@hotmail.com, or you could tweet me at theycallmeDSP, or you could talk about it in stream chat here. You know, I see you're chatting, and trying to figure it all out in my head. You know, this is, you guys are helping. The fact that there is discussion around this stuff is helping me. So thank you to everyone who is trying to contribute. It really is, you know, it's making things better overall. All right. Okay. So anyway, I hope everyone enjoys the Dark Side Pepe emote this morning. Okay. And I hope that you start using it, right? Now, sadly, folks, I have a little bit of bad news. It's not really bad news, honestly. It's not horrible or anything like that, okay? But let me explain, okay? Sadly, it looks like recently, a lot of my playthrough videos on DSPGaming are now getting flagged for demonetization, okay? The good news is it's not every video and it's not every playthrough. It's actually exactly what I expected. It's the Evil Within 2 playthrough, and it's my Wolfenstein 2 playthrough. Both of those playthroughs are getting flagged for demonetization. And I am submitting them all for review as soon as this happens. The problem is, for example, with the Evil Within 2, I mean, let's face it, that playthrough was on the 13th of October. It was almost a month ago now, okay? Most people who wanted to watch that playthrough already have. Not to say that there won't be thousands of people who probably end up watching it later, because they will. But usually, it's over time, okay? It's usually like a slow build. The problem is YouTube won't review those videos for demonetization, or for remonetization, I should say, unless they get 1,000 views in 1 week. So literally what this means, all right, is that there's really no way for me to ever get those videos remonetized, because there's no way they're ever going to get a spike of views, excuse me, where they're going to get 1,000 views in 1 week. It's already a month old. You know what I mean? 1,000 people aren't going to step up and start watching the playthrough again out of nowhere. So it sucks, because what's happening now is, yeah, the good news is new playthroughs, I'm uploading them, and usually those videos aren't getting flagged for demonetization at all. They're good. You know, for weeks people are watching, and I get to make money on them on YouTube. But then they get flagged after the fact, and when they get flagged weeks later, now I'm never going to get the viewership I need to get those videos reviewed, okay? The other bummer is, it takes YouTube about 3 days to review any video. I know for a fact, because every video I upload now to the King of Hate Vlogs gets demonetized, and then I submit it for review, and 3 days later, they all get approved for monetization. So, it sucks, because what's happening right now is, even though my views are high, and even though everything's going good, I'm making less money. It's bullshit. And I know you guys don't care about this, all right? But I'm real with you guys, and I share this information with you. You know, we're at a time of the year when I need things to be really strong. And I'll be honest with everyone, October was awesome, all right? October was the best month on YouTube all year, not exaggerating. It was my best month all year on YouTube, both views and profit, okay? They go hand in hand. And I was hoping that November was going to be more of the same. But what I'm seeing, sadly, is that I think the monetization of the entire Evil Within 2 playthrough, and now it's about maybe I'd say a third of the Wolfenstein 2 playthrough, is hurting me. It sucks. It's bullshit. It shouldn't be happening. Everyone agrees the YouTube demonetization is garbage, all right? And it doesn't work. But they don't listen, and they continue to do illegal practices, because it is illegal, by the way, to do what they're doing. But, of course, no one's going to sue YouTube over it. Actually, someone is suing. I take that back. We already talked about this months ago, that the guys over on that zombie channel, whatever it was called, who basically went out of business because their ad revenue went down by like 90%, they're suing YouTube right now over this. Okay? And the bottom line is, once they get sued and lose the lawsuit, if they do lose, this whole algorithm is not going to exist anymore. But it's going to take years to probably hash it out in court. So the reason I'm bringing this up, everyone, is because not only do we have the fact that things are getting demonetized and therefore things have kind of slowed down a little bit on YouTube for me. Now I'm playing Mario, and I realized this week, I'm playing Mario today. I'm going to play Mario on Friday. I'll be playing Mario, as the third game, basically, for the next week until I beat it. I'm making no money on Mario on YouTube at all. And that's the problem is Nintendo claims all those videos. So now I've got the whole Mario playthrough, I make nothing. Videos that are getting demonetized, I make nothing. And it's all adding up. All right. Now, I said this at the beginning of the Super Mario Odyssey playthrough, and I think that I need to bring it up again, folks. Being that I know I'm not making any money on the Mario playthrough, all right, I basically have to keep it in mind and play the room, basically, and see how things are going business-wise and everything. And, if it becomes to the fact that this continues and it looks like it looks like YouTube is really slow and I'm not doing too good on YouTube, revenue-wise, I might have to hold off on playing Mario more. And I don't want that to happen. I like the game. And obviously I want to play what I like, but I also got to pay my bills. All right? And if it's a situation between paying my bills, and being able to keep doing this every day and do the live streams and do everything that I love and you love versus, toughing it out to play Mario, I think I'm going to pay my bills and keep doing this. You know what I mean? Now, the way that we can remedy this, all right, is if during the Mario streams, you guys contribute, all right? We talked about this, back when I started Mario a week and a half ago, that if you cheer, sub, and tip, and it negates the problems that I'm having with YouTube, then it won't matter, all right? So I'm certainly not trying to say that you guys haven't been doing so, because you absolutely have. It's been great, all right? I don't want you to think that I'm, complaining. I'm not. I'm just saying this is the situation that I'm kind of in right now, and this is kind of the situation I was nervous about. I was lucky enough to get through October without having too many of these issues, but now we're hitting November when right now ad revenue on YouTube is sky high. It's the highest it is right now, November and December. All right? And it sucks because here I am, and things are slowing down. It's the opposite. Things should be picking up. I should be making more, and instead it's slowing down this week. And I'm like, what the hell is this? This is not good. And then I look at all the reasons, the demonetization, and the fact that Mario is one of the playthroughs I'm doing, and I realize what's going on. All right? So, please, ladies and gentlemen, I would ask that if you are liking the Mario playthrough, all right? If you're liking everything I'm doing, you want to see me, continue to do this daily, please consider participating here on the streams. As you know, if you cheer, sub, or tip during the streams, I give you a verbal shout out every time you do. And also, if you cheer 50 bits or more, if you subscribe to the channel and click the share button, or if you tip me $2 or more, I will also give you, an on-screen kind of pop-up as well. So you get visual and verbal recognition for your contributions, all right? The fact today that this is my only stream as well, I'm only streaming Mario, I'm not streaming anything else, it literally means that nothing I do today is making me money. You know what I mean? I'm not uploading any videos to YouTube that will make me money. See? So it's kind of a concern. So please consider, if you can, all right? Keep in mind there's other ways you can contribute as well. We already talked about Patreon. You know the Patreon goal for this month is a holiday gaming marathon where I'll be dressing up and drinking and playing shitty holiday-themed games. I think it's going to be an awesome event. I've never done this before. It's a new original thing I want to do this year. All right? So please consider pledging to Patreon. That helps. And also, we've got the new Teespring merch, as you see here on your screen, folks. The new designs. I'm definitely going to buy something. I haven't decided what I want yet. Because I think I'm going to buy either a hoodie or a sweatshirt. And I think I'm going to buy one of these new designs, but I can't decide which one I want. Okay? So check them out. There it is. Check them out. All right? And give it a look. And anything you buy, I get a pretty significant commission off of. And already someone bought 2 items from it. So thank you to the person who did that. And I'm hoping that more people, especially as we get towards the holidays, would buy stuff from my Teespring as, gifts and the like. But keep in mind, folks, I must say this. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. There's lead time to get your items off of Teespring. It's a couple weeks. All right? Because basically they don't even create the item for about a week. and then they have to ship it to you. So keep that in mind, because I think a lot of people are under the impression that Teespring is like Amazon. Oh, I order something, I can get it within a day, right? No. That is not, Teespring is they custom print everything that you order. So it takes some time. So you have to order ahead of time, especially if you want something for Christmas. You got to basically order in the next few weeks to get it ahead of time, okay? Sound good? Hardy Buck says, someone asked Phil what he's going to drink. We can send him special alcohol. Oh, God. You guys are going to mail me liquor for the Christmas marathon? Oh, no. Imagine that. If you guys mail me liquor, I'll take shots. That'll be a segment of the marathon. I'll take shots of different liquors and tell you what it tastes like. Oh, God, man. I don't know about that. But, I mean, hey. It's another idea, right? Something else different that could make the marathon better. Oh, my God. That would be pretty wild. Tequila from Mexico, Kekin says. Oh, man, tequila. I used to drink tequila like crazy back in college. There was this one night that me and two of my friends went out on his boat. He had a boat. And we didn't put it out in the water. It was docked at the seaside. But we went on the boat because we used to do this at night in the summer. It was nice to do this at night in the summer. You go out there at night and you get the nice sea air. And, you relax on the boat. It feels nice relaxing with the water under you and everything. And we had a handle of tequila. Jose Cuervo. We drank the whole fucking thing, dude. My fucking God. The next day... Oh, my. I felt like gravity had been increased like 400 times. I couldn't move. Oh, my God. So, anyway. All right. So, anyway, folks. There's many ways you can contribute. Patreon, Teespring, cheering, subbing, tipping. All these things help. And right now, being the situation, the climate that's going on with YouTube demonetizing some of my playthroughs and me not making any money on the Mario playthrough regardless, anything you contribute is much appreciated. And also keep in mind, today, this is my only gameplay stream. Tomorrow I'll be playing Assassin's Creed and Wolfenstein. That's all good. Those videos will be okay. But, today, this is all I'm playing. So, anything you contribute is much appreciated. Okay, folks? All right, let's do some shout-outs. And, And then we will start with gameplay. Sound good? All right, let's scroll down here. So, let's see, where do we start? Okay, we start with Eternia Forever, who did a 120-bit cheer. And he says, Phil, I noticed that last night Jack Spartacus cheered bits mentioning Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I wanted to know if it's in your plans to play it this year. Keep in mind, it's not released till December 1st, so it'll give you time to finish up games from the hardcore gaming season. And this is a sequel to Chronicles 1, which you already played, as opposed to Chronicles X, which you skipped. Well, here's the deal, all right? Would I like to play a long-scale JRPG, drawn-out game? Sure, I would. I haven't done one in a while, actually. I was playing Persona 5 earlier this year, and that got prematurely ended because of Atlus's bullshit. Stupid copyright strikes for nonsense. They're idiots, okay? I like JRPGs. I do. They're a core, essential game genre that I grew up playing in the 1990s. There's some classic JRPGs I would love to go back and play that I've never had a chance to play on YouTube, and I'd love to stream them and play them and whatever. The problem is, they're not exactly games that hook large audiences. What it is for a niche audience, right? I'm going to get probably half as many people coming out to watch me play a JRPG as I would play a standard playthrough of anything. So that being said, is it out of the question? No. However, number one, you got to factor in the fact that there's so many games during this hardcore gaming season, and right now I'm behind. I'm already got 2 games this week, right, with Sonic Forces and Horizon Zero Dawn: The Frozen Wilds that I didn't play. I got another game coming up this week, Need for Speed Payback, that I'm not going to play right away. I'm already going to be backlogged 3 games. So the question is, how long will it take me to get through the games I'm playing? How long will it take me to beat Assassin's Creed and Mario Odyssey before I can get to these other games? Then keep in mind you got Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2 coming up, okay? And other stuff. It's really gonna hinge on a lot of factors, all right? If anything, I know the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 playthrough, if I were to do it, would be the secondary playthrough, meaning this would be the game that's kind of balanced with everything else. It wouldn't be the main focus game for an extended period of time, because I know people are going to want to see other stuff. Just in general, my viewing audience, like I said, are going to want to see other stuff. So am I outright writing it off? No, I'm not. But I'm probably not going to be playing it when it comes out. I would almost assume I will still be getting caught up on new releases and stuff when it comes out on December 1st. I assume that's going to be the case. You know, I'm not promising it, but at the same time, I'm not completely saying no. I'm just saying I'm not sure yet, and we'll see what happens. All right, moving forward. Sound good? All right, there. I'll leave it open as a possibility, so that's not to discourage people who are interested in seeing me play that kind of playthrough. But I'm also not going to promise it. Okay? Is that all right? Is okay? All right. All right. YOLO Dopper did a 10-bit cheer. He says, why are these particular playthroughs of yours being flagged? Well, I went back, when all this flagging, this demonetization flagging started earlier this year, I went back and I looked at all of my videos on DSPGaming and I noticed a pattern. Certain playthroughs, certain subjects, for whatever reason, have been historically demonetized. For example, my original Evil Within 1 playthrough, plus all the DLCs that I played of that game, have all been demonetized. My original Wolfenstein playthrough from years ago was demonetized, all right? So I think what's happening is YouTube's stupid algorithm that doesn't work, and everyone knows it doesn't work, and we all have submitted thousands and thousands of cases of concrete proof that the algorithm is faulty, but YouTube refuses to turn it off because they're a bunch of fucking assholes. Basically, it's looking for certain criteria to determine what's advertiser friendly and what's not. What I'm assuming is that would be like graphic violence, aka gore, would be one of them. All right. Which is what I would think why Evil Within is being demonetized, because it's finding excessive gore in those playthroughs. Although I'll be honest with you, Evil Within 2 didn't have a lot of gore. Compared to the first game was fucking vile. Like, there was gore everywhere. Meleeing, attacking enemies and chopping off their heads and shit, and, you know, blood everywhere. The second game really wasn't like that. It was more psychological horror than anything else. So why on earth it's getting demonetized? You know, I don't know. Maybe they just red flagged the game. I don't know. Wolfenstein, I mean, there's a million reasons that. I mean, it could be gore. It could be adult content. I mean, there's sex in the game. There's adult language in the game. There's excessive violence in the game. The game is about World War II, which YouTube doesn't like videos about war. It also has Nazis in it. It's got like a bunch of no-nos, all right? A bunch of no-nos, because we all know that there's literally not one single advertiser on planet Earth who would want to advertise on R-rated content. Because we all know that. That's why there's literally no adult content anywhere on television or in the movies. It's all PG because advertisers want to only advertise on kid stuff, right? They wouldn't ever want to advertise on any adult-rated content because then there's no adults. We all know that the population of Earth is about 97% children who all have giant pocketbooks to buy stuff, and there's only about maybe 3% adults to actually buy stuff. So that's why. I mean, let's be logical here, right? It's not like we would use our heads and realize that gaming in general has become a hobby for adults more than children in the past 10 years, and that the audience there who watch gameplay videos probably are more adults who have money to spend rather than kids, and therefore the R-rated content probably would actually garner more people to buy things than watching a kiddie video. But, you know, I digress. That takes logical thought and intelligence to figure out, which YouTube doesn't have. All they have are algorithms. Literally, all YouTube has is fucking robots and algorithms. There's no intelligent humans who work for the company, just a bunch of fucking idiots. So, that's why. There you go. All right. Shout out to Tantamounter, who did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you, Tantamounter. Shout out to Ratchet who gave me a $2 tip and says, fuck YouTube, this demonetization shit is wrong. It's a shame that two of Phil's recent playthroughs are being affected. I agree. Shout out to Eternia Forever, who did a 10-bit cheer. He says, how about some mutton, Phil? We'll all get together and send you some good old mutton. Hashtag Seinfeld. Shout out to, oh boy, here's a good one. Get ready, folks. Seaman Milkshakes, who subscribed to the channel with Twitch Prime. I'm sure that's a completely legitimate viewership account that will not be banned from Twitch at any point in time. I appreciate the sub. At the same time, you have to understand that Twitch has criteria for making names, and the fact that you made that name, you're probably going to get banned from Twitch. I'm just saying. If someone a couple months ago got got banned, their name was between a cock and a hard place, and that's not so bad. Yours is way worse. You're probably going to get Das Boot, just to let you know. I'm not going to report you or nothing, but they are kind of picky about that stuff. And shout out to Attorney of Forever, who did another 10-bit cheer and said, thanks for the clarification, Phil. And it was King Jezel that left the big cheer, not Jack Spartacus. Right, yeah, it was King Jezel who did the 2017 cheer last night, which was appreciated. All right. All right, everybody. Are we ready for more Mario? Again, I will remind you, if you do cheer, sub, or tip, I'll give you a shout out. And, you know, it's much appreciated because right now, with everything going on, it helps. Especially the fact that I can't make any money with these damn videos on YouTube because YouTube sucks. All right, everybody. All right, let's begin with Super Mario Odyssey. Yes. Yes. All right.